Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. This is Governor El-Rufai in the news, and it all began with the Kaduna state workers. Their staff, their workforce being reduced. A lot of them were laid off, and it was brought to the notice of the NLC president, who embarked on a strike with them in Kaduna state. Hours after, Governor El-Rufai declared the NLC president wanted. Don't forget, in the days of Olusegun Obasanjo, when he was the president, and Adams Oshiomhole, then they called him Comrade Oshiomhole, the comrade. He was then the NLC president. Whatever, it's so bad that NLC president then Oshiomhole's time can turn the whole nation, as in bring down the whole nation on standstill. When it says they are on strike, you don't dare go to the office as a labor force then. And it was so strong. And being that has been the trend, and that is their right, of course, this whole thing went haywire to the point that Mr. El-Rufai had decided to do this in Kaduna state. Of course, the federal government have promptly reacted. People are reacting here and there. Nigeria is already fully tensed with all these reactions. So in a moment, you're going to see the whole news in summary and where we are as at now. But before we go to the news report to find out what it is Governor El-Rufai has done that is generating ripple effect, and the federal government is intervening immediately so that we don't have the issue of NSAS in our hands. We'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on our red subscribe button beside it. You will see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as you update our channel on YouTube. Kaduna State, the state governor Malam Nisa El-Rufai has ordered the mass sack of nurses. The governor on Tuesday announced the dismissal of all nurses below level 14 in the state, that's Kaduna State. The governor's action is linked to a tweet he made earlier when he stated that Barrow Diko Teaching Hospital had reported that nurses disconnected oxygen from a 2-day-old baby in an incubator on Monday, May 17, 2021, when they joined the NLC strike. Wow, that is really terrible. Let's continue. However, a statement issued by Governor El-Rufai Special Advisor and on Media and Communication, Muyiwa Adekeye, said apart from referring the nurses involved to the Ministry of Justice to initiate prosecution, the government also announced the dismissal of all nurses below grade level 14 for the illegal strike. The Ministry of Health has been directed to advertise vacancies for the immediate recruitment of new nurses to replace those dismissed, the statement read. The government has directed all its ministries, departments, and agencies to submit their attendance registers to the head of state, or the head of service rather, while Kaduna State University should submit same to the secretary to the state government and the Commissioner of Education. Adekeye noted that salaries that could have been paid to the dismissed nurses will be given as extraordinary occupational allowances to the health workers who are at their duty posts to fill the gaps of those absconding from duty. A lot is at stake here, and Nigerians have started reacting very seriously. But let's quickly hear what the federal government has got to say. Then, of course, we look at what Nigerians are saying. Well, the federal government has called on Kaduna State Governor Malam Nisa El-Rufai not to escalate the ongoing labor crisis in the state to make it uncontrollable. It also appealed to workers, especially those in critical sectors, not to tamper with electrical or water installations so as not to bring more suffering to the people of the state. The Minister of Labour and Employment, Senator Chris Ngige, who made the appeal late Tuesday evening, said the Kaduna State strike had already snowballed into a national strike and picketing. He therefore appealed to the leaders of the labor centers to step down actions to make way for discussion. We hope and also pray that the Kaduna State governor not to escalate matters to such a level where it becomes uncontrollable. A statement signed by the Deputy Director of Press and Public Relations in the ministry, Charles Akpan, said. The minister said the federal government had waded into the national strike and picketing in Kaduna State by the two labor centers, appealing to El-Rufai, president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, and Ayo Waba, as well as the president of Trade Union Congress, Kodiri Olaleye, to immediately cease fire, following the disruption of workers' peaceful protests on Tuesday by thugs alleged to be sent by the state government. Labour has threatened to embark on a nationwide strike and vowed to shut all power installations across the country. Yay, wahala. Nopeng has also put his members across the country on red alert over the attacks on peaceful protesters in Kaduna State and threatened to shut down all their services. Hey! They are beginning to use their power. What was Governor El-Rufai thinking? These guys have the power to. All the labor force in Nigeria are under their control. These are one of the strongest things in the days of Comrade Shomole. Those were the days that we know comrade as comrade. Not now that he entered politics and he almost forgot that he was the people's man. Why he easily had his way in Edo State the first time he voted, he came into governance as governor, was because of his days as comrade. The people loved him. And that was when he came out for governorship. People thought he was going into Edo to become the people's man. So they voted him en masse. In the days of Comrade Shomole, you can't try this. Sorry, with due respect to the governors on their excellencies. They know, comrade knows his power and he knows that he has the people's mandate. This is not election, this is not something that is okay. These are the people. That's one of the beauty of democracy. If you don't allow protest, which is the last resort of the common man, apart from judiciary, now it is now protest that the common man has now, as at now, which is even right now, it's even shaking. If you're not taking it away from them, Nigerians will not agree now. That's why you call them in for dialogue. Call them in for dialogue. What was the way forward? In the days of Oshomole, is every time any pakam you just see Oshomole on the street, everybody shut down everywhere. They will not have to call him. Let's dialogue. Tell your boys to leave the street and go back to work. This kind of thing is democracy. Dialogue with them. Don't use muscle. If you use muscle, they will shut down the whole country. Nopeng has put mouth. And when they say they're going to shut down power, other sectors are beginning, because they're all under him. That, unfortunately, you may not like it, but that is how it is. Sometimes the beauty of democracy is that criticism is allowed, even though you don't like. In tyranny, you cannot allow that. General talk. But in democracy, criticism from all sectors, constructive one, although is allowed. That's the beauty. If you shut them down, then you are not practicing democracy. Now, even now, Ngige, the minister here of labor, is now saying, please, if you do this beyond, it's not going to be Kaduna again, the whole nation. Nigerians are already saying that the economy is bleeding. Now want to tell the workers not to go to work. It is over. The little ones that we are even looking out for will not get. Look, this thing should be de-escalated. And I think as it is right now, the Labour Congress people, NLC, they will not go down until everybody is reinstated. This is a serious issue. It is now face off. Let's listen to the comment.